All right, hello everyone. Welcome to your 3 p.m. teen yoga class. My name is Emily and I'll be taking you through our next 45 minutes or so. Today I thought it would be fun to think about and work with an energizing yoga practice. So I think a lot of this time in COVID, I've been focusing on more self-care, slow yoga practices, but I think, I don't know, as it's starting to get warmer and summer's upon us, I find that I usually crave something with a little more energy and that boosts my energy, especially with being locked up in our houses. And with you all, of course, you know, as summer's starting and school's ending and you're getting to sleep in more, maybe you want more of that energizing practice. So as we get started, I just invite you to think about how your energy levels have been during this time, during COVID. Have they been really low? You know, you've been sad about all of this loss and all these things that we're missing and scared about everything, which is, I think, a very common and shared emotion right now. Or maybe you felt like really cooped up and you have all this energy and you just don't know what to do with it because you've been sitting in your house all day. I feel like, you know, it depends on the day for me, but I definitely go through both. So I just invite you to think about it and whether you feel like maybe you need more energy, less energy, how you handle it when you feel like you need more or less energy. And then if, you know, you're feeling like you need more energy, this practice should hopefully help. So we'll get started with what's called alternative nostril breathing. So all we're gonna do is breathe in through one nostril and then plug the other, plug that one, and then breathe out. Oh. All right, hello. So then we're going to breathe out with that nostril. Breathe in, plug, and then breathe out. And I'll come closer so you can see. We're going to use what's called a deer seal mudra. You can say that if you want, mudra, kind of a fun word. So we're going to take our ring finger, doesn't matter which hand, you can use whatever hand you want. Ring finger and then your thumb and bring them together. Bring them together. And then we're going to use those to do our alternative nostril breathing. So that was kind of confusing. We'll take it slow and I'll come closer. So you can take your thumb and plug one of your nostrils and then breathe in. And then take that ring finger and plug and breathe out on the other side. Breathe in on the same side. Plug, switch. Breathe out, breathe in, switch, 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 breathe out. Awesome. So before we do that a couple more times, this breath is really great for energizing, which we're, you know, talking about all day today. Energizing, it clears your mind, improves your focus. And as we do these next few, I invite you to think about when you could use this. So, you know, when do I need more energy? It could be when you've just woken up in the morning and you have to go to school, not for much longer, but for the next few weeks maybe. Or if you have some kind of early morning practice you need to get to, anything like that, something where you need more energy. So as we do the next couple, think about that and then see when you could use this in real life. So again, thumb, ring finger, and doesn't matter which side you start on, doesn't matter which hand. Just plug one nostril with your thumb, breathe in, switch, with your ring finger. Breathe out. Breathe in. Plug, switch, breathe out. Breathe in. Plug, switch, breathe out. Breathe in. Switch, breathe out. Yeah, really nice. So we'll do a couple warm-ups before we get into our practice today. We're going to take some seated cat-cows. So maybe you've done cat and cows before. It's usually on tabletop or on all fours, but today we're going to do it seated. Just find a comfortable seat. And for cow pose, or cat pose actually, round your spine. And then cow pose, lean forward. Cat pose, round back. Cow pose, lean forward. And cat, lean back. You can pick up the pace a little bit if you want to, or you can keep going slow. Should just be a nice warm-up for our practice today. It can feel nice if you've been sitting all day, maybe sitting at a desk, driving, sitting on the couch. I definitely do that one a lot. So. And we're just going to start to take some circles. So just some nice spinal circles. Doesn't matter which way. And we'll switch it after a couple. So this movement we're doing, and then the last one we did, besides being warm-ups, are also something called a Kriya. You could say that word too if you want, it's kind of fun. Kriya. And Kriyas are really great for awakening certain parts of our body. So again, giving us some energy, switch if you haven't, switch sides. It gives us energy and helps us awaken those specific parts of our body that we move when we do the Kriya. So again, for our energizing class today. And then we're going to do a couple more later on. These are just our first few. Spine should be nice and warm now. So we're going to come up into standing. I'm going to be all the way back here so you can mostly see me because I'm pretty tall. And I'm on a mat, but you definitely don't have to be. You can just be anywhere where you have some nice space to practice. So we're going to move into what's called our Sun A flow. So it's kind of our first series of movements here. So draw your arms up to the sky, and then just breathe and hold here. You can take inhales and exhales through your nose or through your mouth, doesn't matter. Just remember to breathe. Lift through the crown, the top of your head up to the sky, and reach your arms up high as well. Inhale, breathe in, and exhale, come through to a forward fold, or just bring your hands down to the mat, and I'll come to the side so you can see. Inhale, halfway lift, so press your palms into your shins, and really lengthen through the top of your head, out towards the front, towards the side, but you're towards the front. And then exhale, come to a high plank pose. And then just pop your knees down into tabletop and lower all the way to your belly. For cobra pose. So place your arms kind of underneath your shoulders here. And then slowly draw your head up. You don't want to have your head all the way back, just a little lift. And then bring it down. And we'll come through tabletop again. And then back up to high plank. You can press straight up to high plank if you want to. And then we'll press into downward facing dog. So lift your hips up and back. I'll come to the side so you can see. Lift your hips up and back. You can place a generous bend in your knees if you'd like to. I feel like that helps me get a little bit better of a stretch. This way. Then on the breath in, look to your hands, the top of your mat or wherever your hands are. And then just slowly, slowly step there. I'm going to move back so you can see me. And slowly round up. Back up to standing. And we will flow through that whole thing 2 more times. 1 breath to 1 movement. So that means we do 1 movement with a breath in, and then another with a breath out, etc. So, inhale, breathe in, mountain pose, lift your arms up to the sky. And exhale, come back down, bring your hands to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, press, press, press your palms into your shins, and really reach to the crown of your head. And then exhale back, high plank, tabletop, and then lower all the way down for cobra pose. So again, hands can be just under your shoulders, and then just gently lift your head up just a little bit. We're going to do the full thing later. Remember to breathe and release down. And we'll press back up to high plank. Again, you can push all the way to high plank, or I like to come through tabletop, so knees down on the ground. Pop up, and then press back, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. If you've ever tried to unscrew the lid of a jar, maybe like a peanut butter jar or jelly jar, you should feel like you're trying to do that with your hands. So that brings the weight into the palms of your hands rather than in your fingertips. And then on an inhale, look to your hands. And exhale, slowly, slowly step there. Again, I'm going to move back. And then we'll do it 1 more time. Inhale, mountain pose, rise up. Reach your arms up. And exhale, forward fold, hands down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins. And exhale, high plank, tabletop, and all the way down for cobra. Just gently lift your head and release. And then again, tabletop, high plank, and down dog. And so you can see me, down dog. Now we're going to move into our Sun B flow. So that's our second part of all of our yoga movements. So from down dog, lift your right leg. Show me your right leg. You can tap it if you want. Right leg high up to the sky. And then bring it through to a low lunge in front of you if you want. You can also, again, pop down into tabletop with your knees on the ground. and then pop up into low lunge. Sometimes that just works better for me. So from low lunge, slowly rise up for warrior two. Head's cut off. Warrior two. So place a big bend in your right knee. So tap your right knee. Place a big bend in that one. And then your left knee, tap your left knee. That one will be straight. And draw your arms parallel to the ground. Remember to breathe. Square your shoulders and your hips to the side. Yeah, that looks great. And then burst up, straighten everything, your arms and your legs for star pose. Hands go off again. Star pose. So reach through your arms, through your legs. And then we'll come to what's called horse. If you don't want to bend your knees, you can also just keep your legs straight and have your hands together at your heart. Or you can have them bent. And we're going to do our second round of Kriyas, our energizing movements that awaken parts of our body. So hands come to your shoulders. And then we're going to twist from side to side. Again, you don't have to be in with your legs bent. Just come side to side like this. But the really energizing part that we're going to do, so we're going to do quick little breaths as we twist. So we'll breathe out whenever we're to the side. And they're going to be really fast. So if you can hear me pretty well, it'll be like that, and we'll be twisting. So from our horse pose, hands to shoulders, we're going to twist side to side as we breathe out. So take a breather. Those can be kind of hard, but hopefully you should feel super energized and like that gives your body the energy that you need. It is tiring though, but we'll do it one more time. So from our horse, palms to shoulders, and we'll twist. I think that's enough for that side. Come back to star pose, reach your arms up to me, arms up and your legs straight. Then come back to our warrior two. So with your right leg bent, your left leg straight, warrior two. Inhale. And then breathe out, we'll come to extended side angle. So if you want, you can kind of create a shelf with your leg and your arm. I like to do that, I think it feels the best. And then you can open through your left arm, so wave your left arm. That one can open up. And we'll just hold here for a couple breaths. You can look up or down. It's up to you. Just whatever feels best for your neck. And as we breathe in, we're going to come to reverse warrior. So we're going to just switch our arms. Now our left arm will come down and our right arm will come up. Remember to breathe here. It can be kind of easy to forget when we're in challenging poses like this one or kind of back bends. But we want this one to feel like more of a side stretch. So just really square your shoulders and your hips onto the front, ear to the side. And then reach your arm up high. Take one last big breath in. And then calm down. We'll meet in downward facing dog. However you want to get there. Arms to the side, so I'm sure yours will be much more elegant and beautiful than mine. So we're in down dog. And I'll do it all on the left. So, on an inhale, lift your left leg high, high, high to the sky. And exhale, come through to a low lunge. Again, feel free to pop down to tabletop first, and then pop into low lunge. I feel like that one's a little bit easier sometimes, at least for me. So from low lunge, we'll lift up. My head keeps getting cut off. Lift up into warrior two on the left. So tap your left knee. That one is bent. And tap your right leg. This one is straight. And then your arms just parallel to the ground. Remember to breathe. Feel like you have a lot of energy. If you're hot, you can breathe out through your mouth. That release some of that air. Then inhale, we'll burst up, energy, burst up into star pose. So straighten your arms and your legs. And then we'll come back to horse, so you can bend your knees or just keep your legs straight. Doesn't matter. Bent, it'll look like this. And straight will just be like that. I'm gonna keep mine bent on this side. We're gonna do our Kuriyas again. You can say that, Kuriya. Palms come to your shoulders. And we're gonna twist from side to side and breathe out whenever you're facing the side. Or, twisting to the side. You're already facing the side. So, then you can take a breath after that one. Oh, they can be kind of tiring. But again, our Kriyas are really great for energizing certain parts of our body or just giving us general energy. So, come back to horse again. We'll do it one more time. It'll be shorter on this side. Hands to shoulders. And I think that's good for that one. So, first back up into star pose. Straighten your arms and your legs. To the side. And then open back up to warrior two. So we were there before, if you remember. Tap your right knee, that one's bent. And your left leg straight. Arms parallel to the ground. Beautiful. Breathe in. And breathe out. We'll come into extended side angle on this side. So if you want, you can create that shelf with your forearm and your leg. And then open up through your right, showing me your right arm. And we'll be here for a few breaths. So remember to breathe. You can look up or down, doesn't matter. And on an inhale or breath in, reverse warrior, so just switch your arms. So now your left arm is reaching up high. Remember to take breaths here. Can be the first thing we forget when we're in a more difficult posture. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, slowly come back down. We'll meet in downward facing dog, however you want to get there. Let's take one big breath together before we do our flow. So big breath in through your nose. Big open mouth exhale, release all of your air. One more time, breathe in. And big breath out. And we'll flow one breath to one movement, like how we did in our first warm-up. But we're not gonna do the Kriyas. So inhale, lift your right leg high to the sky. And exhale, come through to low lunge or tabletop low lunge. Inhale, warrior two, rise up. Warrior two. And then we're not gonna do our Kriyas, so just pop up. Star pose. And then on an exhale, horse. Or again, you can be in horse like this if you want. Inhale, star pose. And we'll come back to warrior two. Inhale. And breathe out, extended side angle. Breathe in, reverse warrior. And exhale, make your way to downward facing dog. So hips up and back. And we'll do it on the left. Inhale, lift your left leg high. And then exhale, come through to low lunge. However you want to get there. Inhale, warrior two, rise up. And then exhale. Breathe in, star pose, reach, 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 reach through both your arms and your legs. Then exhale, horse. Breathe in, star. And exhale, warrior two. Breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle. So again, you can create that shelf. Yeah, really nice. Inhale, reverse warrior, switch your arms. And exhale, downward dog again. We're just gonna flow that through one more time. And I'm gonna stay facing this way, so inhale, lift your right leg high. And exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two, rise up. And exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Oh, I forgot star, that's okay. We'll just come back down and to downward facing dog. And one more time on the left. So, inhale, lift your left leg high. And exhale, the lunge. Inhale, warrior two, rise up. And exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, come back down. You can just come to your knees this time if you'd like. How did that feel? Hopefully it felt like, I'm out of breath, so hopefully nice and energizing. And there's one more way that we can bring energy to our body. This is through back bends. We're gonna do a couple now, so I don't need anything crazy. But whenever you need energy, back bends are always a good way to do so. So we'll come down onto our belly. And this is kind of like what we were doing in our warm-up, but this time we're gonna do it all the way. So your arms can be kind of in the number 11. You can almost see the number 11. This is called Sphinx pose. So if you've ever seen pictures of that ancient Sphinx statue in Egypt, this is kind of what we're gonna look like. So your feet are just straight behind you, arms in the number 11, and then lift your head all the way up. Kind of look like this, all the way up. And just breathe for a couple of breaths here. This is one of our back bends that we can use to energize us. When I do practice at night, I usually skip back bends so I can sleep, but we're trying to do the opposite. So slowly lower down. We'll take two more, not of the same thing, but two different ones. Our next one is called locust pose. And I'll come a little bit to the side, I don't fit, but. So interlace your hands behind your back. And again, feet are just together and straight. And then as you breathe in, we're gonna lift, lift, lift. So lift your arms up and your feet off the ground. Breathe in and release down. That one we don't need to hold as long, since it's a little more challenging. We're gonna do one more. It's called floor bow. So reach back behind you and grab your feet. And your legs don't have to be together. They can be, a little bit wider out. As you breathe in, just lift everything up. So lift up your head and lift your feet. You could just have them like this, or if you can go all the way up, that's great. Take one big breath in, and breathe out, release down. Nice job. So those are our three of them, back bends that are really great for giving us energy when we need it. So now we're gonna do, you can just come up to a seat. You can be on your heels, you could be just in an easy seat, doesn't matter. We're gonna do what's called the sphere of energy. So what we're gonna do, start rubbing your hands together really, really, really fast. Rub, 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 rub. And then stop. Just kind of hold them close to each other. And just notice what it feels like. Maybe you don't feel anything. You'd be like, I just rubbed my hands together. That's fine. But see if you can start to feel that energy, like we're talking about today, that energy between your hands after you rub them together. You can keep trying it if you want. You can keep doing it and rub your hands as fast as you can. And then just feel that energy in between them. And just see what it feels like. See if you noticed anything this time. If you do feel that energy, what does it feel like? Does it feel like the energy is bouncing everywhere, or is it just mellow? We're gonna do it one more time, so rub. And then stop and just notice the feeling between your hands. Awesome, really nice. So, we're going to finish in Shavasana, our final resting pose. So come down to the ground, and you can have your legs out wide and your arms out wide, like this, or you can have them closer to you, but just find a nice comfortable spot on the ground where you can be restful for a couple breaths, or minutes rather. So unstick your tongue from the roof of your mouth. You can close your eyes if you'd like. Take some nice deep breaths. And just let yourself relax. Because even when we have an energizing yoga practice, we still need to have time for relaxation. So. With each breath, just imagine that the tension throughout your whole body begins to flow away. So clench your fists. Hold it for 7 to 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then release it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do that with each of our other parts of our body as well. So you can take that same time interval if you'd like, or you can just do it as you wish. Tighten your biceps by drawing your forearms up towards your shoulders, making a muscle with both your arms. Hold, and then relax. Tighten your triceps, so the muscles on the undersides of your upper arms, by extending your arms out straight and locking your elbows. Hold, and then relax. Tighten the muscles in your forehead by raising your eyebrows up as far as you can. Hold, and then relax. Imagine your forehead muscles becoming smooth and limp as they relax. Tighten the muscles around your eyes by clenching your eyelids tightly shut. Hold, and then relax. Imagine sensations of deep relaxation spreading all around them. Tighten your jaw by opening your mouth so widely that you can stretch the muscles in your cheeks. Hold, and then relax. Let your lips part and allow your jaw to hang loose. Tighten the muscles in the back of your neck by pulling your head way back as if you're going to touch your head to your back, but be gentle, be careful. Focus on only tensing the muscles in your neck. And hold. And relax. Take a few deep breaths. And tune into the weight of your head. If you're thinking about something else besides relaxing, that's okay. Just say to yourself, not now, and bring your attention back to your muscles. Tighten your shoulders by raising them up as if you're going to touch your ears. Hold. And relax. Tighten the muscles of your chest by taking in a deep breath. Hold for as long as you can. And then release slowly. Tighten the muscles in your stomach by sucking your stomach in. Hold. And then release. Imagine a wave of relaxation spreading through your belly. Tighten the muscles around your shoulder blades by pushing your shoulder blades back as if you're going to touch them together. And then relax. Tighten your legs, through your leg muscles, your calves, your thighs, your shins. Tighten, tighten, tighten. And then relax. And then tighten through your fingers, your hands. Kind of spread them out wide. Tighten, tighten. And then relax. Just take notice of how your body feels. Maybe there are areas that still feel tight. And that's okay. You could always do this exercise to help them relax more. We'll take a couple more breaths here. Just to really relax and soak in all the hard work that you've done in your class today. And then as you're ready, you can begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. You could take a big, huge stretch like you just woke up for the first time in the morning. And then we'll slowly meet up in a seat to close out our practice. So whenever you're ready. Thank you so much for being here today and for doing your yoga practice. Hopefully you feel energized and ready or have some ideas about how to give yourself more energy when you need it. So I just invite you to think about when you could use more energy. So just think about that on your own, and we'll close our class with namaste. So bring your hands together and at your heart, and we bow forward and we say namaste. Means thank you to you guys for being here, and thank you to me. and to everyone. So, namaste. I hope you enjoyed class today, and thank you for being here. See you next time. Okay, do you need me to stay or should I sign off? I guess I could just sign off.